My name is Carrie Knoch. I'm the Director of Student Achievement at Wapakoneta City Schools. 2 years ago, we started really looking at how we were dealing with behavioral health and how we were involving the community, and it has just grown into this wonderful thing that I think is just amazing for our community and for our families and for the children. It wouldn't have been possible for us to really be able to reach the amount of people that we've reached, especially in the last year, but also in the last 2 years, without having the board there as support, as a part of our support system. So we probably work with the mental health board more than people actually realize. We've had for many years, we've been part of the School Navigator program where we've had school navigators in our building. It's really grown over the last few years, and the impact has grown as well. So our School Navigator works as a link between community-based mental health and the schools. So if a student is having an issue in a class or an issue has floated in from home, then that navigator is linked up with the student and they can provide short-term help to that student, typically in the form of about 6 sessions. So you would say for 3 to 6 weeks, they're probably meeting with that child, talking about how things are going, giving them some coping skills. At the same time, when they see a child, they also call home and talk to the parent. So then they're able to help connect the parents with resources in the community. So how can case management at Coleman help? How can counseling at Family Resource Center help? How can we connect all of that together? And although yes, learning is our focus and remains our focus, at the same time also preparing children for future jobs and future commitments to their community is part of our charge as well. And so making sure that everybody is prepared to be contributors to their community is important to us as well. I think there is, thank goodness, a lot more awareness, but I also think that there's a lot of reasons why children are suffering from behavioral health, maybe a little more than what they have suffered from in the past. We've seen increased anxiety, we've seen increased kind of depression. I think some of that is just growing or living right now. The CISM program is one of those amazing resources that communities in times of need does have access to. And I think that that's one of those things that before you have to use a program like that, you are like, oh, that's nice. And then when you have to rely on them to provide that support after a tragedy or after an event that people are really suffering from, I think afterwards you think a lot about I don't know how I would have done that without them. Cars are just for driving. But you also will know that when you get into your car and you take off to go someplace, if you feel like you're going to be physically ill, you're not really going to get that far. That's how we feel about behavioral health and helping kids manage their emotions is I can teach them algebra all day long, but unless they're ready to take that in, there's no way I'm ever really going to get through.